There's been a lot of studies showing the immense benefits of connecting heart to heart with dogs. And there's just so much good, juicy stuff we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Kathy Kowalik, and I believe that our dogs connect us to the heart and soul of what really matters in life. So hang out, and we'll take a deep dive into the human-dog connection and explore strategies that will inspire you to create legendary, enlightened partnership with your dog. This is the Enlightened by Dogs podcast.
Well, hello, Kathy Kowalik here, your happy host of Enlightened by Dogs. And this is one of my favorite topics. And yes, I know that I talk about how powerful having a gratitude practice is a lot. But let me ask you this. Can we ever get enough of immersing ourselves in something so profound? Well, I don't think so. Now, here in the US, Thanksgiving has its own holiday. And we had that a couple weeks ago. And it's when we traditionally reflect about what we have, what we're grateful for, and what we can give to help uplift others. Gratitude is such a powerful amplifier of heart energy and love, and it's one of the quickest ways to offset stress and to lift our mood. Plus, it most definitely opens our mind in ways that are just simply life-changing. Gratitude and appreciation aren't just like nice sounding gestures or platitudes or something that, oh, that's really nice and sweet. But instead, they are powerful emotions that activate the brain's reward pathways, feel-good hormones, and endorphins, all of which are known to greatly improve our outlook on life, among other things. And we know that gratitude can create positive and profound changes in our heart rhythms, especially interesting as studied by the HeartMath Institute research team. HeartMath is involved in some pretty interesting research, including a new initiative called the Tree Rhythms Project, which is part of their broader interconnectivity initiative, where they're studying an emerging hypothesis that all life forms are interconnected through a rich tapestry of intersecting magnetic fields. And they're looking at this ancient perspective under the lens of modern science. And I especially love this new project because I feel such a close affinity with trees. HeartMath is conducting experiments to see if and how trees respond to human emotions along the lines of what has already been demonstrated with plants. And one amazing observation so far is that the tree recordings seem to respond to the approach of earthquakes in the area. So that's pretty cool. And I've been following their global coherence project for quite a few years. I don't know, 20 years or something, I'm guessing. And that is so interesting. I mean, this very young science of interconnectivity is collecting data around the globe, and their monitoring system is conducting research on the mechanisms of how the Earth's various fields affect human physiological, mental, and emotional processes, health, and collective behavior. Like, pretty cool, right? And one recent study set out to determine whether people's heart rhythms can synchronize with the rhythms in the resonant frequencies of the Earth's magnetic fields. And during the study, findings show kind of a cool and unique discovery that practicing a simple heart-focused technique synchronized the participants at a physiological level with each other and with the Earth itself. So these were participants from all around the Earth, all around the globe, separated by, thousands of miles. And the study showed that they were able to sync up with each other. And as a group, they were syncing up with the Earth itself. Like, wow, how cool is that, right? And other studies have shown the immense benefits of connecting heart to heart with dogs. I mean, dogs and humans as a duo, as a group, have been studied probably more than humans with any other animals, right? So humans and dogs are well studied and well researched, although there's still so much that we don't know. And so it's still a young field to explore. But we're seeing in the research that a human can create a heart connection with their dog, and the dogs respond by becoming more affectionate and more connected with their human. One study by Nagasawa et al. Discovered that when we gaze into our dog's eyes, it creates a positive feedback loop of oxytocin in both participants. As we know, oxytocin is known to play a role in maternal bonding, trust, and altruism. Now, in the study, dogs and their parent, their human parent, looked into each other's eyes, some for a couple of minutes, some for just a few seconds. And of the duos that spent the most time looking into each other's eyes, the dogs experienced a 130% rise in oxytocin levels. And the human dog parent experienced a 300% rise in oxytocin levels. Like, whoa, how cool is that? And interestingly, the researchers found no oxytocin increase in the dogs and owners who had spent little time gazing at each other. Yes. And in another study by McGowan et al., researchers looked at the impact of human interaction on the well-being of shelter dogs. Just one 15-minute petting session with a volunteer, even a volunteer who was completely unfamiliar to the dog, created a positive state of relaxation in the dogs, including measured improvements in behavior, a decrease in their heart rate, and an increase in healthy heart rate variability. Now, we know that dogs are uniquely attuned to our emotional states, and they have been shown to display a notable capacity for empathy. For example, researchers Custance and Mayer found that when a stranger to the dog, when a stranger pretended to cry, rather than the dog approaching their usual source of comfort, which is their owner or dog parent, the dogs sniffed, nuzzled, and licked the stranger instead. So the stranger that was pretending to cry. So the dogs sniffed, nuzzled, and licked the stranger, which is a response behaviorally consistent with an expression of empathetic concern. So these studies, along with so many others, provide some validation for what we dog moms have experienced, but maybe we couldn't necessarily explain. And that is, a caring relationship between humans and their dogs is a prescription for wellness for all involved. Okay, so this is why in my programs like the Brilliant Partners Academy and my newest initiative, the Brilliant Dog Foundation Builders, we put so much focus on heart connections and on us, the dog moms, learning how to become more brilliant by the day so that we can be the brilliant partner that our dogs need to thrive while we simultaneously get the immediate benefit of feeling good right now, today. In November, we spent the entire month doing a 30-day GLA challenge. So that's 30 days of prompts to bring awareness to amplify the feelings of gratitude, love, and awe. And oh my God, I mean, like, this is our favorite monthly theme ever. Everyone just really loves when we do this periodically, and the results are always profound. So the members are sharing some of their prompts. So we have 30 days of prompts, and then they focus on that for the day, and then they journal, or they either journal on their own, or sometimes they journal to us in our community group. So it's kind of cool. So I wanted to share a few of the posts that our members shared with us during the challenge. So these are random, so they're not in any particular order, but I just picked out a few that I thought were kind of cool. Well, they're all kind of cool, but anyway, I just picked out a few. So we'll say that. Okay, so for day 16, Beth shared this quote: 3 things that awe me about KZ are his stunning beauty, his strength and graceful movement, and his amazing nose that can find and identify so many interesting smells. End quote. I love that. And then for day 10 prompt, Erin shared, quote, felt so much love today on our walk. After my grump yesterday about Jess pulling when we were walking with the lead, this morning, a woman with a collie puppy stopped to ask me, how long did it take to get your dog walking so well on a lead? Thanks, universe, for sending me a clear reminder of just how far we've come and how great Jess is so often on lead, and that I need to focus on the huge positives and not on the times that we aren't quite in sync. Whoa, end quote. So I love that, Erin. That was so beautiful. And for GLA Day 20, Jody shared this, quote, today, I am so grateful for a quiet Sunday where we can cuddle and empty stress buckets before I go back to work tomorrow, end quote. I'm with you on that. I love that, Jody. And then for GLA Day 12, Kimberly shared this, quote, I appreciate it when Summit goes to a comfy spot to relax. It took this little guy quite some time to learn how to go to another room away from the household motion and achieve a true state of calm. While I have much to do, I may follow his lead and do the same. Thanks for the idea, Summy. End quote. I love that. And Kimberly and Summit have definitely come so far. And I love that Kimberly is appreciating that. And here's one more. GLA Day 20, Rose shared, quote, today, I am so grateful for my dogs opening up so many new things into our lives. I have learned so much, and my mindset is shifting more every day, which is creating a better, happier life for all of us. I love learning new ways of being and new ways of seeing things. Thank you, my dogs, for pushing me along new paths. End quote. Well, is this the best thing you've ever heard? These shares. I mean, they're so beautiful. They make my heart dance. This is why I do what I do. It's so beautiful to like open up the Facebook group and be flooded with all these beautiful sentiments. And doesn't it make you have FOMO if you're not already a member? Well, I think it should. So If you are not a member, get your beautiful self over to dancinghearts.link/foundation. That's dancinghearts.link/foundation, and get started with my brand new, all-inclusive Brilliant Dog Foundation Starters mini membership. This is how you're going to get started. For just $7 a month, you can start the process to change your life with your dogs. And then from there, you can upgrade into the Brilliant Partners Academy, where we'll take you all the way through all the stages of partnership that will allow you and your dog to live your dream life together in all the ways. I can't wait to help you get started. All right, so that's it for today. Have an awesome week, and I will see you next time. Be brilliant. Thanks so much for listening. And hey, if you would like to work with me so that I can help you discover the missing pieces you need so that you and your dog can finally be happy and enjoy life together, then head on over to dancingheartsdogacademy.com and request your invitation to join us in the Brilliant Partners Academy when the doors open for the next enrollment. See you next time, and remember, a brilliant partnership with your dog makes your whole life brilliant.